So I'm here with Trevor Macaluso. He is the CEO of the Eddy House. Tell us about the Eddy House.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here and for all your support.
Absolutely.
Eddy House, we've been around since 2011, founded by Lynette Eddy. And we're here to create a safe environment for homeless and at-risk youth aged 18 to 24 to develop the life and workforce skills to have sustainable independence in the community.
So what are some of the programs that you have here as far as how you help, at-risk youth and homeless youth as far as, the programs?
Yeah, one of the things that's really unique is we have an emergency shelters, right? So a young person who needs a place to sleep tonight, they have the ability to come here. Yeah, that's where we're standing. We're on our men's shelter right now. They got a bed tonight. We operate a great drop-in center program. So folks who just need showers, to grab a meal, grab a pantry bag, we offer all those services. But I think what's really unique is our life and workforce development skills. So we run about 16 groups a week that are taught mostly by folks in the community, other agencies, volunteers, businesses, nonprofits, that are teaching those kinds of skills to our youth. How do you go through a resume? How do you dress for an interview? What does a rental application look like? Just basic life skills. How do you wash dishes well? Just different things so that we're preparing them for adulthood in the best way that we can.
Yeah, it makes me think of the fact that I have a 15-year-old daughter and she has to learn these kinds of skills. And she's fortunate to have a good education and nice roof under her house, all those kinds of things. So imagine if you're an at-risk youth that, is struggling just to get by, having those skills, that makes it even that much more difficult.
Right, and those are necessary skills, especially for anybody to have. But so many of our youth just haven't come from homes like yours, right?
Yeah.
Over 35% of our youth are former foster youth. And so, they've also experienced a great deal of different traumas in their life. And so, they're turning 18 and they're not having these skills. And, we're working with how do we get them started in a career so they can actually afford rent in town and the different aspects of just things they need to know in order to get by.
Yeah. What is the involvement as far as your outreach with the community and how the community helps, your pursuits and that kind of thing? Do you have small businesses or business owners that are supportive of your efforts and, more likely to hire the kids?
What I think is really unique about Eddy House is that we're truly a community organization.
Yeah.
Right? From opportunities for our youth to have employment. So we have a large group of businesses that will priority hire our youth, that our workforce development manager works with on getting them the right training and certifications and placements. And then we also follow up with the business and the youth to see that relationship is going well.
Yeah.
And what can we work on? But then also as far as donations, right? Bringing by coats and helping with meals and financial donations to the organization are all driven by just amazing businesses and individuals throughout the community.
That was the foundation of this visit for me was, again, I started with one coat and I thought, where does this need to go? And I know that the default is Salvation Army and those kinds of things, but I thought there's got to be something smaller, more local, that is more hyper-focused on, something that is more meaningful, to me.
And I think that's what's really unique about our population is, right, we're working with 18 to 24-year-old. To an extent, they're still kids in many ways. We have an opportunity to make a huge impact on their trajectory, right? We are working with, at-risk and homeless youth, but we're in the prevention game. Yeah. We're trying to prevent chronic homelessness in our community, get these kids set up on a new path. And so, support like this, it helps these youth have a huge impact on a new direction in their life.
Is there an educational aspect as well, as opposed to just, giving guidance as far as getting them into the workforce?
Yeah, so we will work with them on getting their GED if they need it. We work with the Northern Nevada Literacy Council to have an on-site teacher 4 nights a week in our computer lab. We will work with them on getting certifications, on getting higher education. We have students at TMCC and UNR who are getting support and services right here, helping them get trades and certifications. We have a gal who just got enrolled in a beauty school program, right? So she can find a great career.
A trade, yeah.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
A trade, and it's something that's necessary, an area where she can grow and even have her own business doing that.
What are the numbers as far as how many people you helped in 2023 and those kinds of figures?
Here on site, we served 511 youth in 2023, and that represented about a 40% increase over the number of youth we served the previous year.
Awesome.
So it's unfortunate, we're seeing that number grow, but it's awesome that we have the resource, right? Yep. We have the space. And so we've just been able to continue to grow with the organization and be able to really rely on the community to step up and help us meet the increase in need.
I pulled up and there's a massive construction zone going on. Tell us, what are the developments that you're doing in order to expand?
We're really excited about this next phase of Eddy House. We run into this constant issue in our community where we're able to help our youth find great careers and start to make an income and make some positive change, but there's just not affordable housing availability in our community. And so our solution is to develop additional transitional housing dedicated to this population. And so we're in the middle, we just broke ground recently on a 36-unit studio apartment complex that will be transitional housing for up to 2 years for these youth to be able to take that next step.
In terms of them being placed there, what are sort of the requirements? What's the rent for that? How does that work?
Yeah, so it's going to be folks who have gone through our program or come highly recommended from partner organizations that are already employed. They're ready for this kind of final step in their trajectory.
Right.
The rent is going to start out real low at like $300 a month, and over the course of 2 years, slowly increase to be the market rate to get them used to paying that. But it's really an opportunity for them to grow in their earning capacity, earn promotions, and get certifications, pay off any debts they have, maybe even buy a car in cash so they have more mobility. And really just kind of create a safe space for them to continue to grow as they head out the door.
How can the public get involved? I mean, again, the wacky how I got here was just donating coats.
Yes.
But what are the different ways that the public can be involved and help out?
There are so many ways for the community to get involved, right? And we list them all on our website, eddyhouse.org. And there's a how to help section, and there is meal opportunities, clothing items, hygiene items. We always need new socks and underwear for our youth. Coming in and teaching a group, working with our program staff to teach a skill or a life lesson that is applicable to our youth. Volunteering at some of our events and tabling and going on outreach with us. And then again, supporting us through our fundraising events and just through our website. Becoming a monthly supporter is a huge deal to us as well, because that $10 a month, you give up a coffee a month, coming back to Eddy House makes a real difference over time.
Well, thank you so much for sharing
Absolutely.
everything about the Eddy House, and I definitely encourage you out there to get involved, because it's an absolutely wonderful organization.